Hey friends, it's Tracy from Nova Scotia Living, and today is Vlogmas Day 21, I believe. Yeah, and I have to make some treats for my kids' Christmas party or holiday party at school. So I'm going to make some Rice Krispie squares, but I'm going to jazz them up a little bit at the end. So I'm just following the recipe on the Rice Krispies box, but I've made these with the different brands of Rice Krispies, you know, Crispy Rice or whatever, the store brand kind too. It's just this kind was on sale today, so I got. And they have the recipe printed inside. I cut it out because I never think to cut it out, but I cut it out today so I can put it in my book. And it's so super simple. Anyways, I'm going to move you over to the stove and we'll get this started. Okay. Well, let's get started. I just washed this pot out. We had chicken and potatoes for supper. And, yeah. I'm just going to read off the directions. I'm doubling this recipe because I have 3 kids that I need to make snacks for. The original recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of margarine or butter. I have margarine, so that's what I'm using. But, again, I'm doubling the recipe, so what I say is different than what I'm actually putting in the pot. And melt margarine in a large saucepan over low heat. Yeah. And then we just add the marshmallows, stir until melted and well blended. Remove from heat. It calls for 5 cups of miniature marshmallows or 40 regular marshmallows. And if you want chewier marshmallows, you could add an additional 1 cup of miniature marshmallows or 8 regular size marshmallows. So I added a few more marshmallows in mine. I didn't add 8 extra big ones. I added like 5 because I don't want them so chewy that they're falling apart, but I don't like real stiff marshmallow or Rice Krispie squares either. So once this butter or margarine melts, I'll bring it back and we'll add the marshmallows. Friends, you seen me add 2 capfuls of vanilla extract in there. I shut the heat off. I'm going to bring this over to the table and we're going to mix it in a big bowl with the Rice Krispies. Okay, so I didn't do that so professionally looking, but I got it done. So that was the leftovers, you know, that I could squeeze into a pan. We got this big one, and we have this one over here. So I'm going to put these out in my porch for, I don't know, a half hour or an hour, so they stiffen up a bit, and then we're going to jazz it up a little bit. Alright friends, oh boy, oh boy. I have to be honest with you, it is 10:38 at night, and I'm usually heading to bed this time of night. But it's been one of those days, and I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. There's not enough hours in a day, is all I can say. So what I plan on doing with these Rice Krispie squares is melting some white chocolate chips. You don't have to do this. You've seen how I make Rice Krispie squares. But I'm melting some white chocolate chips, and I'm going to do it in a double boiler. You can do it in the microwave, but I'm going to do it like this. so I can do it all at once. And yeah, I just like doing it this way better. What it's going to do is it's going to melt these white chocolate chips, and we're going to end up dipping the Rice Krispie squares into it. So I'll bring you back when this starts melting. You've got to keep an eye on it. And what a double boiler is, if you're not familiar with that, I don't use it very often, but oh, those smell so good. It's a pot with some water in it. It's not going to touch the bottom of this bowl, but it's going to slowly warm the chips, and it'll just, you know, be nice and liquidy. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. I have it just on like a 2 or 3. I had it up on a little higher earlier till it started to really melt. But yeah, it's just about there. Okay, I just want to show you. It's 11 o'clock now. Here's the little candy canes. I put a few pictures in here. That I took out of the packages. I think that'll be the hardest part of this whole thing. Alright, my stinking camera battery died. It said it was freaking full, but it's being a jerk tonight. So I just take a square and I just dip part of it, not the whole thing. I'm not dunking it. Twist it around. I'll probably do like 10, and then I'll sprinkle them with the candy cane because I don't want it to dry. So the candy cane doesn't stick. 5. Alright. This hand is clean, guys, I promise. I just have flyers underneath of this to catch any drippings of the chocolate or the candy cane. And I'm not coating the whole thing, just to add a little color to it, whatever's left over. I'll save it for some other cookies or something that I'm going to make. Or if I run out near the end and I don't have any left in the bags, there'll be some to be caught on the paper underneath. Alright, when I get these all done, I'll be back. Alright. Oh, I got almost 100 of these. I lost count after 83. But what I did, I took a couple of videos with my phone. Hopefully they worked. But I took a Rice Krispie square, dunked it in the white chocolate, put it on the drying rack, and sprinkled it with crushed candy cane. So there you go. Aren't they pretty, pretty? So now I did run out of melted chocolate. White chocolate. I could melt some chocolate chips, but I'm too tired. So what I did, I took a gloved hand and put the rest of the crushed candy canes on the just plain Rice Krispie squares and kind of pushed them in. So that's going to have to do for now. I might keep those ones here at the house if we have leftovers. So, but the school ones will be going, you know, the fancy schmancy ones. So I'm going to use those paper plates that I bought the other day for the craft table. They haven't been used, of course, but I don't generally use paper plates, but this way it's a good way to use them up, and I won't have to worry about getting dishes back. So when I get them all loaded, locked and loaded, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here's Misha's class. I think she has around 20 people in her class. Here's Mally's class. She has 23 in her class. And here's Messiah's class. She has 12 people in her class. So I'm going to wrap them up in saran. And the rest are mine. All mine. No, just kidding. But for the kids here at the house. So, yeah. Alright guys, the squares were a huge success at school today. It was a quick, easy, simple recipe to do, and you can jazz it up any ways you want. It could have been done with chocolate, or with sprinkles, or whatever tickles your fancy. But yeah, there you have it. My twist on Christmas. What should I call this? Christmas Rice Krispie squares? That's too tongue-tied. Candy cane crispy squares. Candy cane crispy squares. We'll try that one on for size. Alright guys, peace, love, and happiness. And please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. Peace, love, and happiness today and every day, I should say. Yeah, have a wonderful evening. I know this was a short video, but check out the links down below, and check back tomorrow, because it's been a busy day today. And you'll see what I've been up to. Alright guys, bye.